We said Guru devotion is the head of the meditation. Head, wherever head goes, rest of bodies follow there. And also Guru Yoga is the henceforth of the meditations. So time to time when you're meditating, you do the Guru supplication, Guru, and develop the devotion. It boosts your meditation, help you, encourage you, purifying when there's a mentally difficulty comes. Okay, now maybe I should talk short about the meditation, yeah? Is it about that? Yeah. And now it's a meditation. Meditation is something build the habituation. Reason is we been in the samsara many different form with the beginningless time. We don't have a record of when we start the beginning. There's no beginning. So since beginningless time, we are wandering in the samsara, and during those time, we are build this conceptual thought, endless conceptual thought after thought, and that thought is so many time we build this thought in all the phenomena as an illusion as a become real, and we're not recognizing illusion as an illusion. Like when you in the dream, when you are dreaming, it's hard to recognize it. Most of the time, it's really difficult to just say this is dreamy. Make sense? Same way, right now, this old appearance are no different than dream, no different than illusion, magically, display by the magician, but we couldn't distinguishing. If somebody magician display the elephant or horse, and when we see on the street, we're not going to tell that is a magician created it. Yeah, we see them as a real what called the animals. So this reason that kind of we have behavior of a attitude that all phenomena are for us looks real, existent. So we have to break that. So through meditation and try to see the true reality. So that is it. When in the Buddhism, we not try to, as earlier I mentioned, last weekend I mentioned, we not try to gain something. Meditation, recitation, mantra, deity yoga, all those we not try to gain something that we don't have. All practice are actually try to see truth, try to see nature of reality, which is we couldn't see right now because our mind is completely obscured by fabrication. And we're not recognizing that fabrication as a fabricated. Yeah. So I think this is our problem. So through the meditation and when our mind is help us to mind calm down. When mind calm down and become a ration? Yeah, rational. Rational, yes. It becomes rational. When you become rational, and it easier to see, yeah. So right now our mind is really fabricated. Through this fabrication of the view, fabrication of the thought, it's really difficult to see the true reality. Like if you have a really bad information about me, somebody, you never met me, and somebody said, oh, Khenpo is a terrible person, and this and that. First time when you see me, your expression will be, oh, this terrible is there. Yeah, because you have only that image into your head. But even I'm a terrible one. When somebody said he's wonderful, this and that, when first time you see, become really happy. Wow, I see the wonderful one. Makes sense? So this is our image, is all our fabrication in our head. So this kind of a fabrication is gone for many lifetimes, countless lifetimes. And that fabrication is slowly, because it is so many times repeat, it become real. Like Mao said, when you lie 100 times, it's become a truth. So we're like lying like 1,000 times, a million times. So that way, everything's become a truth. So we need to break that one. How to break that one? I say first have to bring mind really calmness. So that is what does meditation mean here. So for that, it's called the essential point of the body and essential point of the mind for the meditation. There's two points. Essential point of the body is basically talking about the body have to have certain posture. Because long as our body and mind together, body posture make the difference of the mind thinking. So whatever body goes, mind will feel that way. Whatever mind feel, body react that way. Right now, those two are almost like inseparable, body and mind. So that way scientists couldn't tell the mind is a separate than body. So that way they said brain is the mind. So right now, it's really, really difficult to tell which is the body, which is the mind. They function together. So for example, when your mind is sad, body become a long face. You couldn't smile, you couldn't, you talk nicely. Any of those are impossible. Yeah. When your mind is really happy, even you try to show angry, you become laughing situation. So that is what the body and mind's relationship is so deep that is so deep. So this reason for the meditation, actually you need a body support. Meditation is about the mind. Body have to support. So this reason, when Buddha was teaching, Buddha divided into the Dharma, all his teaching divided into the three subjects. We call the three baskets. Okay. So first one is a subject is talking about the Vinaya. Vinaya is the training of the morality. So through the Vinaya to train your physical body, how to talk, how to walk, how to sit, how to eat. Those all detail teach in the Vinaya or contact, Bodhisattva contact, like Shanti there was a Bodhisattva contact. If you read, it is so detailed. How you even there's how to wash the hand. Tell you. So the reason is why those are so important. They are related to your mind. Whatever you put the behavior, mind will become outcome from that behavior. Make sense? So essential point, the body is basically a discipline of your body. And particularly they have a particular posture. You have to learn how to sit the posture. Normally we call the seven posture of Buddha Bhirachana. Seven posture of Buddha Bhirachana is first called the leg cross, 1, and a spine straight, 2, hand meditation posture at the forefinger below navel, 3, and a neck slightly toward, 4, shoulder open, 5, and eye gaze down, 6, and the tongue touch to the palate,
roof of the mouth.
Yeah, roof of the mouth. So those are called the seven posture of Buddha Bhairachanas. So why is the Buddha Bhairachanas? Because when you learn this seven posture, you will plant the seed of a Buddha's body. Yeah, because Bharujana is the body, embodiment of the all in Latin body. Akshobhya is the embodiment of the all in Latin mind. Amitabha is the embodiment of the all in Latin speech. And Ranasambhava is the embodiment of the all in Latin quality. And Amoghasiddhi is the embodiment of the all in Latin activities. So from these five Buddha family, Buddha Bharujana is the embodiment of the all in Latin body. So what's saying is when you learn how to sit, it will become a seed of what kind of enlightened body you're going to achieve. Through the learning how to sit, it's playing the seed of later achieving the enlightened body. Make sense? So one is that one is that way called the seven posture of Buddha Bharujana. But from this seven, in the sutra said, when you learn how to sit, it might become a meditation state of the mind, can get into state of the meditation. And some instructions said, without the meditating mind, just learn how to sit, those seven posture, actually mind bring into the meditation. Just learning that how to sit. So like, especially in the Zen tradition, sitting is really important. They beat you if you make a little bit mistake. Yeah, really. Yeah. So that is why is it important. How to learning how to sit. And in the sutra, just saying is that by how to learn is sitting, it brings you to the mind into the meditation. But in the tantra, specifically have every reason of those all seven postures. Actually, when cross the leg, what happened is a downward wind will block. When downward wind is a block, cannot function the wind. Then slice neck, upward wind is a block. All those posture is basically blocking the wind, five winds. We have a five wind. If all the wind are blocking from the functioning, and what happened is they forced to enter into the central channel, particularly in the Vajrayana. So that is the main purpose. So if you read the Pavanduba's instruction called, he used as a 7 or 9 postures, because he including the generation stage and completion stage of the Vajrayana. Through this 9 posture, bring the wind element into the central channel. So what is the difference in the wind outside of the central channel and inside the central channel is when wind element get into the central channel, we are free from conceptual thought. Then the wind is called the wisdom wind. The wind is running out of the central channel and through the left and the right channel is becoming afflicted wind because we have a conceptual thought. So like a child, from the conceived to until complete body develop, they don't have conceptual thought. Why? Because during those period of time, wind stay inside the central channel. So okay, we don't go too detail on those, but what I'm saying is, so this is specifically in the Vajrayana is a really important learning how to sit on this seven posture and bring mind into the meditation. Particularly from this seven posture, I think 4 are important. First one is 4 or 5, 4 or 3. Yeah, I think 4. Leg is, it doesn't matter you sit on the cushion or you sit in the chair. It's I think same. There are many teachings said you can sit on the chair. That's also okay, no problem for the leg part. Not necessarily always a big cross leg. You can see some Buddha are sitting on the like Buddha Mitriya sitting on the chair. Okay, so many instructions said legs are okay, but spine must straight. Because when your spine straight, actually pull up like feel like a sense of like pulling from your neck. When you pull up, then this spine will be not stuck each other. So it's not going to hurt you. So just pull up and release all the pressure each other spine. So just a little bit pull up yourself. And when you do that one, it's a sit longer comfortably. And the main point is it have to be spine like a really straight from the tailbone to until the crown. So the reason also neck have to slice toward forward. So that is when spine is straight, what happened is your channel becoming straight. When channel is straight, wind flow slowly. More wind flow slowly, your mind become calmer. So this is how function your body, channel, wind, mind, they function together. In our body, everything is not that every channel are not running blood. Some are empty, actually. And what happened is airflow. There are so many nerves. We call the nerve, yeah. Medical, they call the nerve. Actually, in the vagina, we call it channel. So many of them flow the wind. So that way our mind access whole part of the body. So that reason spine must be straight. Then shoulder should be open. Little bit like we call like a virtual like a shoulder. So a little bit open. And Lord Pamatova said, specifically this one, when you have a stress, just sit on the shoulder open. It release the stress. Just when you're really stressed, most of people when they're stressed sit like this. Yeah. So when you open the shoulder, it's called a vulture leg. If you've seen the vulture, and you know, so open a little bit the chest, open out. Then it's just a shoulder, it's bring to the release the wind kind of like pressure. So it becomes less stress. We call the Tibetan call tsikpa. It's a burning the mind. It's kind of stress. So it becomes less. And I gaze on the front. Why I gaze on the front is wherever eye goes, conceptual thought goes there. So when your eyes look only on the front, you will see less object. When you don't see object that much, you have less thought. Make sense? So I think especially on those are important. Spine is straight, shoulder open, the neck slightly toward, and eye gaze to the nose point. So a little bit for some Asian have a little bit difficult for that. Yeah, because they have a flat nose. So this is called the body, essential point of the body. Basically, seven posture, and particularly, I think 4: spine straight 1, shoulder open 2, neck slightly toward 3, and eye gaze 1 yoke. Those 4 specifically, I think, more really important. And then with this, then you have to call the mind meditation. Actually, itself is a samadhi or training of the samadhi. So it's a Buddha taught how to meditate. Training of the samadhi is a mind disciplined. Discipline the mind. How to discipline the mind is actually cutting thought or cutting afflicted emotion. Because the more you can cut the thought, become a less afflicted emotion. Make sense? So how do we cut in thought? Is try to focus on the focal object, something that is a representative of the virtue. One pointedly on the focal object. One pointedly sit on the can say object, focal object of virtue, something like that. So you can use as a flowers or Buddha's image or anything that bring you to the something positive thought. But don't need to change so much. for me, personally, I like a breathing exercise when doing the meditation, and like a called the Vaja recitation. I really like that part. It's really good for me. But each individual is different. You can maybe you need to use focal object as an outside, something you can see. Sometimes you can use a focal object as an image of the Buddha. Like if you visualizing Buddha, just maybe a thumb size Buddha as a thumb size and golden color, and don't try to go too detailed. Okay, I just see the Buddha's image. That's good enough. Don't try to go too detailed, because when you try to make detail, you build the conceptual. So that is also really good. And for me, I do this Vajra recitation of Om Ahum. First, just exhale, hold your breath when you're doing this one. Exhale completely, make the stomach empty. That it's you call the impure air completely, cleans out. Like when we have a pot want to clean, you have to throw away everything whatever in the pot. So that is just exhale completely, and even stomach push into until air is completely empty. Then you breathe gently with the sound of a hum syllable. Gently breathe in the sound of hum syllable. And then gently until stomach is a totally feel. Gently breathe with the sound of hum. You don't have to say hum, but it's mentally hum sound. Gently breathe. Then, and when your stomach is full with air, then push down with a little bit, like soiling a little bit, and just push down this navel area, belly area, and hold there with a ah sound. Hold there with a ah sound. And until it become a really uncomfortable, because when you hold too long, it become a really uncomfortable. It's not good for your health. So when it become uncomfortable, then exhale with the om sound. Until stomach is completely empty. So we do this 10 times, okay, together. Then also we need to know during the meditation, there's called the 5 falls of samadhi, meditative concentrations. For the when meditating, there are 5 falls comes. First one is called the laziness. We have a hard time to do a long time. This laziness is just, it's not like a you know, I mean, like when you're meditating, it feel like time is much slower than, yeah, run slower. So that's related to the laziness. So we have a hard time to do that one, and but that's not the issue. I think most issue is the forgiveness. Second one is called forgiveness. We'll forget even we meditate, we'll forget the focal object. We a sidetrack, yeah. So lots of second one is called forgiveness, and third one is called the agitation and dullness. Sometimes we have agitation, sometimes we have a dullness, yeah, dullness. That's the third one, and fourth one is called the not applying antidote when it necessary. Yeah, when your mind is a sidetrack, not applying antidote. Then 51 said applying antidote when it's not necessary. Both of them. So laziness, there's a 8 antidote for those 5. For the laziness, I think it's called like a there's a 4 devotion, interest, and non-attached, and called the fitness. Sometimes they translate as a fitness, sometimes called a flexible, as it become a mind and body kind of like a more flexible. When you have a flexible, you get joy. So those 4 are antidote of the eliminating the laziness. But second part is most important, is forgiveness. Forgiveness means that when we're meditating, we forget our focal object, and so at that time you need the mindfulness. Mindfulness bring back to the focal object. So mindfulness is the antidote of the forgiveness. So also we say as a mindfulness is the main body of the meditation. Yeah. So actually meditation is mindfulness. So whatever you're doing, focal object or non-focal object with the breathe or without breathe, any kind of shamatha meditation, you need mindfulness of make sure you stay on the state of the mindfulness, the not forgetting on that, what called, make sure stay not losing the focus, your focus from the meditation. That's called the mindfulness. Whatever you're using focal object, just always remember that that without the losing, because sometimes people when they try to do meditation, sometimes and also I heard this one so many times say whatever mind comes, don't what called that, don't reject, don't accept. But those are a little bit higher one. That's it. So for us, not reject, not accept means just mind is wandering, So that's when it comes to the little bit advanced, then this techniques work. But a beginner just have to bring back to the focal object. Immediately cut up that thought arise, cut up, and from the mindfulness and bring back to the focal object. That's called the antidote of the forgiveness. Then third one called agitation and dullness. Yeah, agitation and dullness is agitation means the mostly is related to the too much energy, too much thought, and you're Also, sometimes it's like your wind element is going too high on your body. So that is also can cause agitation. If you're not careful with that and let do that meditation, sometimes meditation can cause you to have a hallucination. That is also related to the wind element going too high. So if you have that one, you have to bring down or do something else. So then another one is a dullness.
Dullness.
Yeah, dullness is most of the time is related to the negative karma. It's not a sleepy mind. You fall asleep is different. Your physical condition, but mind become a dullness. Lots of time have to do with the negative karma. If you have a really heavy negative karma, mind go to that kind of darkness. So it's so that time actually sometimes not forcing and just stop doing meditation, do something else like prostration, circumambulation, recitation mantra. Sometimes those are good, but those two are one false. When it comes to the counting false, agitation and dullness, what is the antidote of those two is called the watchfulness. Watchfulness?
Watchfulness, yeah.
Yeah, watchfulness. Just watching your mind where it is. Make sure the enemy of the meditation is not come. Make sure you just, but don't analyze. Watchfulness means just enough awareness enough to that when those agitation or dullness come, is you recognize them enough, but no more than that. Don't be too active watchfulness. Too active watchfulness become a distraction. So just enough to noticing, make sure those dullness and agitation not coming. Okay. Then, so that is called the watchfulness. Then fourth one is called the not applying the antidote when need. So this one is lots of time people mistake, try to beginner one, try to meditate as an advanced one. Then they said, oh, thought comes, just don't follow to the thought. Let it rest on the thought. I think this is really difficult for the beginner. Try to see the thought, nature of that thought. Really difficult. What happened is that you just follow to the thought. Like when kids, small baby, if go to with adult, just whatever adult want to take, it will take. Yeah, because you have no authority over the thought. But when you get advanced, then you adult, then the other person cannot make you wherever he or she want to go. And you have your own mind. So at that time, then watching is good. Advance, when you have thought, just watch on the thought. But the beginning, you see the Shamatha of the Mahamudra, the book, brown one. This is wrote by one of the Digung called the Kunjo Norsa, a really great scholar. And he said, at the beginning, bring back to the focal object by using antidote. So then at that time, when you have like forgetfulness, laziness, and agitation or dullness, and you have to apply the antidote, mindfulness and watchfulness, apply that one. So it's have to bring mind. But then same time, when your mind is actually resting, then antidote is not good. Like when your mind is actually sitting, really sitting, then you not antidote alone, even the physically prostration, recitation mantra, reading book, those even become an obstacle. So when you get advanced that one, but until you reach that one, you have to learn. You have to do all the physical activity like prostration, circumambulation, often. So this one is I have to apply the antidote until you reach there. But once you gain the stability of the mind, then all other activity become the obstacle. So Milarepa said in the his Vajra song said, son, when you meditate on the Mahamudra, do not engage in physical activities because the physical activity can make the despair of a non-conceptual wisdom. So that reason, in the Zen tradition, they're not allowed to read. They don't have a mini statue or those things, because then when you become meditation really stable, then all those activities become obstacles, including recitation mantra, reading book. If you see some, really advanced Mahamudra practitioner, they never read. Some point they stop reading. They never look the text. Really, they stop reading texts. And then they don't do all those meditation, and the recitation, mantra, prostration, circumambulation, all they become a distraction. So once you gain the stability, then applying the antidote, all those dharma activity become a distraction. Then you have to avoid them. More you can avoid, it better for you. But until you reach there, you need all the support. So sometimes people mixing everything and talk the same way. For the beginner, all need those antidote. Like all those, like including the reading texts, studying, listening, contemplating, and doing prostration, offering, Ganda Chakra offering, circumambulation, all those physically dharma activities is really necessary to until you gain to the stability of your meditation of the mind becomes stable. Yeah, once you reach to the stability, then activity become distraction. So that way, he said, have to apply when it needs antidote, have to apply when antidote need, but then you have to, stop applying when it's not need. So this one is talking about, at the beginning, you need all those support, all the called the method. All the method are necessity. But once you reach, once you gain what you're looking, then the method is not need. Like if you want to cross the river, until you reach to the other side of the river, you cannot let go the boat. Because if you let go the boat, you could have drown in the water. But when you reach to the other side, you have to let go the boat. If you not let go the boat will carry you somewhere else. You never get the other side. So this one is each individual have a different, So when you reach there, then this need different. So that way, this 5 antidote. I mean the five faults as with the 8 antidote: laziness, forgetfulness, agitation, dullness, and applying the antidote. Not applying the antidote when need, and applying antidote when no need. So these all 5. So that way, with this 8, 8, mean the formation, 8 formation, 8 formation antidote. Can say 8 formation antidote. Yeah, a formation. Yeah, 8 formation antidote. So the devotion, interest, detach, and flexibleness or fitness. Those are antidote of the laziness, because laziness is the gross obstacles. So that we need 4 strong antidote. Then forgetfulness as a mindfulness, and dullness and agitation as a watchfulness, and not apply, must apply antidote when it need. So this one is, I think, must apply antidote when need is until you reach to the stable of the meditation, you need all the method support. accumulation of a merit and recitation of a mantra, deity yoga practice, and not just only that one, listen, Dharma teaching, learning Dharma teaching, contemplate on the teachings, those all need, because you have not stable about understand without the doubt. Because the meditation is you have to be free from all kind of conceptual, so including the doubt. So if you have doubt, then you must learn more. Because if you meditate with the doubt, it never become a healthy meditation. Make sense? So that's the reason you need all the method to reach to that state. But once you reach there, then using those methods is become a distraction. Like when you reach to the other side of the shore, if you don't let go of the boat, you will stuck in the boat. Yeah. So I think this called the five falls of the meditation and eight formation of a antidote. Those is, I think we need to know. It's not, you don't have to all time have to do that one, but when things happen, you will recognize in that one. Then you will have a unmistaking meditation. Of course, on this, no matter how great you can meditate, without the two things cannot become a nirvana. Two things are meditation on the emptiness and a great compassion. Those two are must need. So meditation is a common practice in India, as I think I mentioned before. Not just only India, even Christian and lots of religion have this meditation, the kind of type of a meditation. Everyone have, but Buddhism. Generally, Buddhism, and particularly Buddhism practice like morality and meditation, is distinguishing by these two, compassion, great compassion, and wisdom. Because these two only taught in the Buddhism. Through the great compassion, you're not going to attach to the peace. Through the wisdom, you're not going to stuck in the samsara. So these two are like bring to the balance. To you're not going to crash on the rocky side, or you're not going to fall down on the cliffs by these two, and bring in the middle of the path to reach to the Buddhahood. Make sense? So if you look in the jewel ornament mention about the six paramita: generosity, morality, patience, perseverance, mental concentration. So the six paramita is called the six perfect transcendent. Yeah. So what is the transcendent? What does the English language transcendent mean?
Go beyond.
Yes.
Go beyond.
Yeah. How to become a perfect? How to become a transcendent? When it's supported, generosity, morality, all of them supported by the wisdom and compassion. This is talking about the great compassion. So then it becomes a perfection or transcendent. If not supported by the meditation, is not supported by these two wisdom and compassion, it just become a meditation. Highest one is again is a formless one. You cannot go higher than that. That is the highest one. But what is problem in the going to formless realm, not formless. Just it's hurtful. Yeah. So formless realm problem is first they thought that's nirvana because they are free from suffering. Really, they thought that's nirvana, but then they have a lifespan, Then when they finish that one, that merit is finished, then they see that their next life. Then they become a wrong view of not believing in the nirvana. Oh, nirvana is not true. This is not nirvana. Nirvana is not true. And that wrong view bring them to the hell realm. Yeah. So formless realm is worse, actually. Long time you're stuck in there. Then after that, and you develop the wrong view. And because of the wrong view, you bring to the lowest realm in the samsara. So that is the problem. If you can stay formless, today is not working. Formless realm, if you can stay forever, then nothing wrong with that. It's just like a vacation. Vacation is only short time. You only enjoy, but it's a short time. Then you have to come back your reality. So all the reborn in the higher realm, in the God realm, and those are like a vacation, nice vacation. So then when come down, it's a harder, much harder than before. So that way, normally people have hardest day of the week is what is the hardest day of the week?
Monday.
Yeah, why? Because you enjoy the weekend. If you not enjoy the weekend, your Monday is not that hard. Yeah. So I think that is showing us more we experience the pleasure when we losing that pleasure, double, triple suffering. So I think this reason, the meditation, don't just meditate. Also, you have to develop a little bit about the compassion. Compassion means you want to make everyone free from suffering. Every sentient beings, and not just only free from suffering, cause of suffering. So then you can have a reason to why you need to meditate on the evil beings. Like someone is really evil. Lots of people have difficulty to meditate the compassion to the evil one because they say, if I meditate compassion, it sounds like I'm giving them reward. Actually, you have to meditate on them because they are a cause of suffering. They are creating the great cause of suffering. Make sense?
Yeah.
So then you can understand the sense of, wow, they need compassion too. Make sense? So this compassion and the wisdom awareness of emptiness, these two together and supported by these two, then it become path to the nirvana. So how to bring the wisdom? This is the critical, you see. Then like a meditation on the full mindfulness of a body, mindfulness of a feeling, mindfulness of a mind, mindfulness of phenomena. These two are a conjunction of a karma-bhati and a vipassana. So through this, then one day you can meditate on your nature of mind with a mindfulnessly. When you meditate on the nature of a mind, that's called the emptiness. So great compassion and empty, supported by the great compassion and emptiness, then you can bring that mental concentration to nirvana. Make sense? So I think this is some information maybe I can share. Okay, then too much talk is also becoming discussive talk. Yeah. So you want to do some more meditation? Yeah. Now just do whatever you normally do. Then don't change too much meditation. Just
Question.
yeah.
Do you keep your eyes open or closed?
This is up to you. Don't put, if your eyes stay open, let stay open. If eyes are closed, let eyes close. You don't pay attention. Yeah, just it's live as a nature. I think mouth too. If stay is open, let open. If stay closed, is closed. But don't put too much effort on that. But don't use the what call this? Vision. Don't use
Don't
that
focus
one.
on
Yeah,
it.
don't focus on anything. Even you're open, don't focus anything. Then you not going to have this conceptual. Yeah, it become a less. Okay. So we do short meditation.
Page 13. Georgie Chang, Tilopa, Naropa.
Marba Milarepa Dhamma
Naropa,